world calls for wet work, and we answer. No greater good. No just cause. But we're going even deeper. I know. Dogs of war. That ends today. And we're not junkyard hounds. What took you so long?
Happy New Year, viewers, and welcome to another video of a top 5 visually splendid games, my list for 2015. And this could also be a list that you could use if you haven't played or picked up any of these games. They may even be cheaper now, so something here may even spark your interest. This may seem a short list, and this is because so many games have impressive visuals this year across platforms. A top 10 would have had too many close ties. These games all exceeded the level either by sheer technical skill, artistic design, incredible animation, or the combination of these and more. With such an expansive array of games to choose from, the honorary mentions could have easily been number ones in previous years. From the greatest and possibly final showing of the Fox engine, with its intelligent mix of low triangle counts, normal maps, vast open landscape, dynamic weather and time cycle, but ultimately its jewel comes within its gamma corrected and accurate lighting workflow that impresses the most, with its entire presentation allowing all manner of natural lighting, both direct and indirect, to shine, all delivered within a near rock solid 60 FPS on both current machines and PC, dependent on your spec.
It's them.
But even this is not the only shock for me to miss my compilation. After much re-review and analysis, the beautiful Syndicate also misses out inclusion with its exquisite asset creation and lighting model. Halo 5, although not as impressive as it should or could have been, does not stop it having some superb stages and real-time cutscenes. And it says how contested the list is when these and Mad Max, Need for Speed, Mortal Kombat X, Bloodborne, Dying Light, Black Ops 3, The Witcher 3 amongst others all missed the top spot. So with that small exclusion list just made, what has made it into the list? It is in reverse order, and as the title suggests, it is all about games that excel in presentation and visuals. Leave the gameplay, story or other such areas for my full-on top 10 games list of 2015. With it being my opinion, it may contain nuts. So let's get the countdown begun. Until Dawn. Guerrilla Games kicked off the generation with its new engine and impressive Killzone Shadowfall, but it really slayed its audience in Until Dawn. That was an incredible demonstration of the engine and Supermassive Games' talents at using it. Yes, the performance left a little to be desired, but with its very slow pace and less hectic game style, allowing it to be not greatly affected. But boy oh boy does it manage to convince you of its horny teen murder fest aims. The setting of an abandoned shack within a snowy mountain resort is used to perfection, with all appropriate cliches thrown in. All complemented with its vivid use of volumetric light, staggeringly high character models, impressive facial animation, great use of shadows and lights including area lights and physically based shaders, temporally reprojected shadow maps along with character silhouettes with confidence improvements. Far from the only one doing this. Motion blur, confusion zone, DOF with bokeh all packed into the game's list of post-process effects, which include a temporal anti-aliasing solution delivering a near pre-rendered look at times. It is a great demonstration of the technical prowess of both Guerrilla and why they are some of the best technical minds in the game, along with Supermassive having such a talented team to use this technology impeccably, which just makes you even hungrier for its new game coming over the horizon.
Stop! You can do it, Chris. It should be me. If I do one last thing in my life, let me do this! Chris, please! Oh God. Chose to save me before.
Number 4. Batman Arkham Knight. It was much anticipated by the gaming community, and after a near year delay it finally swooped onto the machines this year, bringing Rocksteady's Tale of the Bat to a fitting and dramatic close. Even though it used the very aging Unreal 3 engine, it looked like no game that had been running under it before. From its dark noir tones, drenched cityscape, gothic architecture, neon-lit alleys to hulking main character and enemies alike, it broke free of its previous chapter's limitations by being one of the first big AAA multi-platform games to be now-gen only. It was not a waste, as time and time again, as you played, the visual impact was as hard as a Bruce Wayne-delivered takedown. With one of the most accomplished and well-implemented post-effect suites in a game, it delivers some of the best DOF, motion blur, bloom, lens flare in action, but goes further with such a core particle system that makes all the comic book action even more flamboyant. Debris, sparks, smoke, rain, fire and more, all combined with a great physics and destruction system that is a must when sporting such a behemoth as the Batmobile. From its seamless and loadless worlds, intricate interiors, tight cinematic delivery, sumptuous real-time story sequences, superb character design and animation, it is near impossible to pick fault with a visual arsenal that only the Dark Knight himself could deliver. I am keen to learn what the team will commence next with the even better Unreal 4 engine, but one thing is for sure, whatever they decide on, it'll be a real head-turner.
Miss me? Oh, Bats, I missed you.
Number 3. Rise of the Tomb Raider. Lara had a tough reintroduction in 2013. Shipwrecked and left for dead, she proved her credentials to endure, adapt and survive. Something Crystal have used to expand, improve and further cement the Tomb Raider franchise back into significance as much as their own marvellous engine. For those that have enjoyed the Xbox One release already know it has pretty much all areas covered and well in the presentation stakes. The physics combined animation system, skeletal rigs and pivot points deliver some of the most natural, striking and fluid motion this gen, allowing Lara and its cast to appear more natural, terrified or vicious than ever before. Motion vector per object motion blur allows each moment and sequence to look and feel silky smooth in play, but the lighting system, animation and real-time cutscenes are its true ace in the pack, allowing it to deliver such a compelling, foreboding and visually splendid affair. So many sections of the game and its vast expanse of locations and tombs really succeed in its big budget action movie aim. Tress effects has been seen in other games and more to come, with hair still being more of a miss than hit, but Lara has the best in the business, along with the muscle skin deformation system presenting visuals both in-game or story, but all real time, that will leave you gobsmacked. PC owners will get a chance to enjoy all of this themselves in January with the PS4 release this time next year, and I assure you, no one will be let down. Well, aside him, as I will revisit it all over again come release.
Oh, shit!
No! Come on.
You're gonna die!
Number 2. Star Wars Battlefront. The top two are so close it really could be either way, but in the end, Battlefront is just pipped by a hair to the top spot. But what it delivers across all formats is simply beyond compare, with its near lock 60 rate clearly demonstrating how proficient both DICE and its Frostbite engine are. Leaving resolution aside, we can all agree that it never fails to impress on all fronts in action. Using the team's new shift into a full physically based render along with their own photogrammetry techniques has delivered without doubt the single most accurate, complete and impressive depiction of the Star Wars universe. From its image-based lighting system delivering accurate direct and indirect light, particle systems, Froxel use, motion blur, interactive worlds and foliage, dynamic destruction with vehicles, along with its near CGI presentation, animation, and not forgetting Sprocket Systems' rated sound catalogue, it is a truly mesmerising display in action. The asset quality is sky high, from Sully's lava pools to Darth Vader's helmet. They all look totally authentic, and the team delivered all they promised and more from its initial teaser. The single-player Star Wars game next year from Visceral and the mind behind Nathan Drake herself, Amy Hennig, with this engine after they had a practice run with Hardline, is enough to excite any gamer. Star Wars fan or not, right now, for cross-platform engines, Frostbite is a star in that field, and EA's future titles as a whole.
Within the true nature of the Force. Wake up, friend. We're about giving up the ghost now, didn't we?
And it comes down to the pièce de résistance from Ready at Dawn Studios to take my number 1 slot. Nearly 12 months after its release and at the team's very first attempt on both the platform engine and big budget games as a whole, they not only nailed it, they drove a stake right through its heart. Okay, silver bullet there. With it being out for so long, I feel safe now to show some of the game's vast collection of simply eye-watering style, beauty and horror. So if you still intend to play this game, you may want to turn off right about now. The fact that they achieved so much and pushed the bar so high is astounding enough, but equally as impressive is after such stiff competition, they have kept the crown. The list of what it does well is more like an index of how-to, with the aim of delivering a truly big-budget summer blockbuster with all the best CGI tricks in the business. From start to finish, it truly never ceases to amaze, astound and impress in equal measure. From asset quality, animation, sound design, music, physics, lighting, which is still the pinnacle of real-time PBR-based rendering in games, as it has some of the most accurate lighting reactions outside of a Pixar or DreamWorks movie. But all of these would be let down were it not for the other key area of the team with its anti-aliasing techniques. Combining a multi-sampled edge and colour algorithm alongside a bespoke filter and temporal solution, even under close scrutiny, you struggle to find fault or any interference within its display. It stands proud as an example of Matt Patino's and the team's hard work in using custom resolves and multiple solutions. Even the post-processed verse can now choose to disable the film grain and other post-effects, still leaving a near faultless display and the game's magnificent materials and shader work to revel in. I've edited together a short section to show us some of the game's sky-high points, cinematic flair, and remember, everything you see here is either gameplay or real-time cutscenes that shift into and out of with no delay or loading present.
Everything you see in gameplay is the same in cutscenes, aside any changes to lighting. It's simply the most cohesive demonstration of graphics yet. The engine is a true shining star this generation and will deliver amazing experiences across platform. But it is the team's talent, passion and technical prowess that have harnessed this technology and delivered such compelling work that no matter how many times you play it, you still come away impressed. The only thing more exciting is the fact that the team are hard at work on a new VR game and another console release with this engine in the future, and one may even be a sequel. My fingers are not the only things crossed. I hope you all enjoyed this. If you did, then please hit the like and subscribe button, as it really helps me immensely, and I appreciate each and every one of you that does, and it will help me support my future videos and allow you to get the first access to my material as I put it up on YouTube. Leave all your thoughts and feedback below. Does this list agree with you? Do you disagree immensely? What are your thoughts? I always like to hear and talk to you guys and girls. Please leave them below, and I'm confident that we will exceed what we have seen this year with next, and I'll see you all soon in the new year. And of course, on the next one.
You dance on the very edge of insubordination, Sir Knight.
I am apprehensive of my responsibility in this affair. Yet if the same circumstances should present themselves, I will do exactly as I have done.
Let's eliminate these godless rebels once and for all.
Communication open on my side. Be alright. Hold Hastings to the shore. Does anyone have eyes on Galahad?
All knights to arms!
Sir Galahad, this matter is not yet over.
Why, you little shit!
Of that you can be sure. Do you not know? I am a knight no longer.